Yo, what up? I get asked this question all the time. What DJ gear should you get your kid for Christmas? I love that question. It's my favorite question of the year. It means those little creative minds are gonna be the next remixers of the future. That energy is so dope. I'm gonna give you some recommendations of some companies that I'm not affiliated with, and then one that I am affiliated, but it's also a really good source for a new DJ. I'll start with something that I think any age group can use. There's this software called Algorithm DJ. You can hook up your phone or tablet, and I think it's an awesome entry-level way to learn the basics of DJing. I do offer lessons online that are geared towards kids, so you can check those out. But I think this is one of the best ways to see if your aspiring DJ really likes it. They can do everything on this software too. They can scratch, they can remix, they can go really deep. This is actually professional DJ software. It has some really great entry-level accessibility that any age group can appreciate, and it's free until you want to get into that pro level. And you can even put Apple Music and Spotify and use your streaming services as your music library. So those services that you're already paying for can be used to do something even cooler. So that being said, any of these gear options that I have are actually going to be for Algorithm DJ. Another thing that I'm looking for in all these systems is kind of all-in-one capability. I want them to do as much of the music management and being able to cut and scratch, as well as have speakers built in so that you don't have to pay too much to buy this component and that component and really go too deep into it before you know that your kid is hooked into the world of DJing. And one company that is actually doing this great for entry level is Newmark. I guess there is a little personal connection to this company, as I am from Rhode Island, the home state of Newmark. The worst part about my DJ career is that I didn't realize that until I moved to South Carolina. But anyway, I think they offer some of the best entry-level gear that does not break the bank, that you can use for your kid, that you won't be too upset if they're really not into it. Criteria is these pieces of equipment do connect to the DJ software, and they have speakers built in. The first one that I would say for entry level, age 5 to maybe even 10, 13, to really see if they just want to get into it, just put their hands on some gear, see if they get the concepts of DJing, is the Newmark Party Mix Live. It's $150. It's got lights built in, it's got speakers built in, it's got a lot of the functionality that we use as DJs, hot cues, pitch bend, volume. You can put headphones in there. You've got your jog wheels for scratching. You can hook up your phone or tablet to this piece of gear and just let your kid rock away. If you do want to step it up, there's the Newmark Mixstream Pro series, which I think is really cool. They have some portable controllers that have speakers built in, and they even have music software built in that can still stream from Spotify. You can also load in via USB, and this is more of the intermediate level, or if you've got some older kids. It is a little bit more expensive. The series starts a little bit over 600, gets all the way up to 800. So it is a little bit more serious, but still great all-in-one, because you don't need a tablet for this series. You don't need speakers, and you get really good pro control for an entry-level piece of gear. Finally, the piece of gear that I am affiliated with, the MetaQuest series of products. First of all, these things are so dope for so many reasons. You've got gaming, you've got entertainment, movies, and streaming services. You've got mixed reality apps. It's got Meta AI, so you can ask it questions. You can use it to do your computing exercise via a lot of great exercise apps, but it's also got 2 really cool pieces of DJ software that you can use for actual training and entry level. So not only do you have this all-in-one system, but it gives you an actual DJ controller or turntables right in front of your face, so you don't actually have to buy the equipment, but you can learn all the basics. You really can perform from some of the software, and one of those is, again, Algorithm DJ. They have just dropped a VR app for the MetaQuest series. The other one is called Tribe XR, but both of these apps are really cool ways to find out if your kid would even be into it. Heck, you might enjoy it too. It puts you in a club, or it puts you in different atmospheres. You can drop, again, music from Spotify, from streaming services like Apple Music and Tidal, or you could be on the moon, or, at some pool party, and I don't know, they're just really cool experiences that, to tell you what, when I'm really washed and I'm in the old folks home, I'm gonna be strapping one of these things to my face and reliving my old years, because it is that immersive. I got caught up in the moment, as I'm looking down at my gear through my peripheral, I see like these digital people dancing, but in my head it was like, yo, this is dope. It's like the same thing. So again, when I'm washed, I'm gonna be using this thing all the time. I do have a link that you guys can purchase this thing from. The one that I have on my head is the Quest 3S. I think it's the best way to get into entry level. It's the least expensive model in the series, but I mean, it's fine until you know that your kid want to get deeper into VR gaming and get a better, faster system, but this thing is still great. And again, you get a virtual hands-on experience. So the turntable's in front of your face, the controller, you can pretty much do everything. It's just in a virtual world. So that's what I think you should get your kids for Christmas if they want to get into DJing. Get them those products from Newmark or that really cool VR product from Meta, whose link is in my bio if you want to purchase. I also have the link to my kids' DJ lessons using Algorithm DJ software. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just really like the software and I like what it's doing for the future of DJing and getting a new generation involved. Peace and ho ho ho.